Hello and welcome to another episode of Creative Clash, a live talent competition show featuring incredible Columbia students. I'm your host Joshua Short, and today we've got a very funny Columbia student here to perform stand-up. Here's Jayson Acevedo.
Oh, hello. My name is Jayson Acevedo. That wasn't awkward, am I right? It's always weird when no one's in the audience. It's just crew. My name is Jayson Acevedo. Most people can't say my last name. That's okay. I love it when white girls come up to me and they're just like, avocado. And I'm just like, get out of here. Yeah, I don't like the word Hispanic. I'm Latino. I hope all you can respect that. Hispanic is just some word that just people here in America came up with to put on a job application. I don't like the word Hispanic because the word panic is in it.
That's true.
That doesn't make me feel good. Like, why do you have to panic when I'm around? It's just like do I look like you're not food. Like I'm looking for something to eat. Just help me with that. That's all I'm doing. I was recently in Paris, France, not Paris, Texas, because nobody wants to. Who gives a shit about Texas? My grandma lives in Texas. Jesus, I shouldn't have said that. I was recently in Paris, France, performing, and Jay just really love my French accent. Like, it just comes from the Latino in me. I was at a hotel, because, how else would I be there? And they called me up one time, and they were just like, bonjour. And I responded with, oh, bonjour. And the woman was just like, oh, American? And I'm just like, oui, oui. And then she just told me about how, that I was in trouble because I was smuggling. Because I have a free breakfast in the morning, and I just looked bigger than usual. You could tell that there was sticky buns under my shirt. Like, that didn't help because it's sticky enough under here. Let's not get into that. That's just not anything that you would want to see. But you will see if you catch my drift. Ladies. I'm lonely. One of the things that I really enjoyed about Paris was that I went to this bakery near the house, shocker, and I would ask for baguettes. Does that sound wrong, baguettes? Like, I would come to the same bakery every day and just be like, bonjour, baguette. And the woman was just like, So I responded like any normal American would. So I just went, now that I do it for like more than 30 seconds, I just realize that it sounds like a tornado warning. I had a woman come up to me, because I love when women come up to me. I'm done with girls my age. That's the thing. I'm single, but like, I'm fine with that. But you know what really turns me on? Like a woman who's like divorced and has 3 kids. Like, that's amazing. Like, that, just like my penis fell off just thinking about that. Like, that's how sexy that is to me. I had a woman come up to me asking for directions and just went, excuse me, do you speak Mexican? Well, first of all, who speaks Mexican? I speak Spanish. You know what my response to her was? Do you speak American? And she just walked away. I don't know what she was expecting from a like, what directions did she need in Mexican? Like, I don't know what she needed. I don't know what she was expecting, because if she wanted me to be Mexican or more Mexican, because I'm Colombian, if she wanted me to be more Mexican, I would have just been like, oh, so you're looking for directions? Okay. Ay, Ronaldinho con la bola. Se lo pasa Ronaldo, le centro. Like, is that what she wanted? I don't know what she wanted from that. We have 1 minute now, and I'm going to let everybody at the wherever you are, your iPad, your computer, just alone. You should be proud of who you are. I know I'm proud of who I am. You shouldn't be ashamed of like the way you look. I'm not ashamed. So what if I have more tits than most girls my age? That's okay. That's okay. But it's like you should be proud of who you are. I'm all Latino. I'm all chocolate. We have this going on right now. So I'm going to go off stage and wonder why I'm jiggling so much.
That was hilarious. That was awesome. An awesome performance. Thank you so much, Jayson. Now, viewers, be part of the show and tweet us at Creative Clash with your questions and responses to that amazing performance. And after the break, your tweet could be featured on the show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Did you buy the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yup.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Visit ready.gov.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today.
Welcome back. Now that you've seen Jayson's awesome stand-up, let's talk to him more about his talent. Jayson, a wonderful performance.
Thank you.
During the break, you did a wonderful soulful singing. Can you do it for the people?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd just like to point out for the people at home, everybody in the studio left once I took my shirt off, but that's okay.
I stayed here with you, man.
Josh, that says a lot about who you are, and you're a good man. There's one bit that I really wanted to do. It's just like, I feel like everyone in the world, if they just took like 30 seconds to just sing like a soulful, just big black woman, just like,
Give me a piece.
yeah, I could be in the kitchen just like making pizza rolls, just be like, I love them pizza rolls, baby. I love how we keep switching. Just,
The camera.
okay,
You're awesome.
We're good with that.
Hey, you are fantastic.
Thank you.
When you go in front of an audience, how do you prepare to perform in such a high level?
I think it's just, I don't prepare. I'm an improviser first. I feel like the only thing that I bring up on stage with me is energy. I feel like once I get on stage, everything falls into place. Having a conversation with the audience, and I want the audience to feel, to really not think. They shouldn't think while they're going through that. It's just feel, and if they feel good, then don't question why you feel good. I hate people who are like, why are you so happy? Mm-hmm. Why can't you just be happy?
You're a junior, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're an interdisciplinary major in both radio and advertising. How does that coincide with your comedic talent? Why not take a comedy major?
I don't believe in the comedy major. I don't believe in a book telling me how to be funny. I feel like comedy comes from the heart and the soul. I'm an improviser first. I've been trained in improv. I just started doing stand-up on my own. When it comes to radio and advertising, it's just I want a job after college. Honestly, there's so much more you can do in radio, and everybody's like, oh, radio's dying. And I'm like, no, it's really not. If anything, it's growing. I really enjoy radio from the production side, the personality on-air side, sales, and that's where advertising comes in. You do sales, you can be a copywriter. I think both those majors really mesh well. And, you know, you can work at a radio station or you can work at an ad agency. There's just, the possibilities are endless.
We got about 90 seconds left. I want to get into, you talked about doing your stand-up. You went on tour in France, which is amazing, but you went during I would say a poignant time in both France's history and this nation's history. Can you go into detail about that a little bit?
Sure. I think, well, for those that don't know, or for those that don't know or watch the news, Charlie Hebdo, which is a satirical newspaper, kind of like The Onion here, they were attacked by what was believed to be ISIS and was confirmed it was ISIS. You know, it's just killing people over a cartoon. It's I've had countless discussions about this and how, me being a comedian or just as a person and as an American, I'm a big believer in the First Amendment. I mean, they have their own amendment over there, but they have the they have a liberty to write and think and say whatever it is they believe or what they want to. And I feel like it was unfortunate that all that happened, but I feel like my whole purpose of being there completely changed. It wasn't about me, it was more about them and what I could do to help them get through it.
And you had a great reception out there. I'm curious, how does your family support you? Because, I mean, you talk about how your dad doesn't even really endorse the comedic aspirations that you have. Explain that a little bit.
I think it's more just that he's just worried. Like he was actually in a Latin jazz band before I was born. He had an afro and everything. And I feel like he's worried for me. He wants the best for me. He tried to give me everything that he didn't have as a child, but that just meant a lot of materialism. I feel like we don't understand each other well, but there have been times where he has listened to my comedy and he's just like, oh, wow, you remind me of Red Fox. And I was like, wow, you compared me to one of my influences. That's amazing. And I feel like it's fine. We're going to get through it. If anything, it's not about proving other people wrong. It's about proving yourself right.
Yeah, we're going to actually talk about your hosting gigs in just a second, but our audience at home has been tweeting us throughout the show at Creative Clash on Twitter. For questions for you, basically, and we're going to send it over to our social media producer, Clay, with more. Clay, what do you have?
Wow, the people really love Jayson, just judging by all the tweets. Our first tweet is from Sam Valdez, and judging by her profile picture, she's a cat. So she said, Jayson, meow, what was the first nerve-wracking performance you've ever had?
Just right now, cat. Right now for you. Nerve-wracking performance. I don't want to sound cocky or anything. It's just I don't really get nervous anymore. I feel like it's just more, when's the next time I could do it? I think that is more. It's more anxious than nervousness.
And to kind of piggyback off of that question, you actually did Freak Out, and you've hosted Big Mouths 5 times more than anybody else have done.
Yeah, I was the first person to host it 5 times in a row. In total, I've hosted it 6 times. I was the first Latino to host it 5 times in a row. That's really the thing. I'm in Freak Out right now, which is Columbia's version of SNL. It's this big production that the TV department puts on. This is my 2nd year in it. I was the first Latino in that production and its history. And yeah, I'm just really excited about all these opportunities. It's more of just, it's a little bit of every experience is going to help me. So I'm going to take as many experiences that I can. And I just love working with the people. The people here are great.
Taking advantage of the opportunity, definitely. Clay, it seems like we have a couple of more questions, I believe.
Oh, we've got all the tweets. From Nerd, this one, are there any certain TV shows or films that inspire your comedic routine?
I like how there's hardly any light in LA right now.
Still the morning.
Our social media producers in Los Angeles, yeah.
Yes. Movies, I guess, just a lot of comedy specials. I wouldn't necessarily say movies. I mean, there's movies that I thoroughly enjoy, like Airplane. I don't really get influenced by movies. It's more, TV or radio. I do a lot of research. I mean, I love the history of stand-up comedy. I love Richard Pryor. I love Bill Cosby. I love Andy Kaufman, Red Fox, Sam Kinison, Lenny Bruce. Just people who weren't afraid to really speak on anything and everything.
Jayson Acevedo or Avocado, whichever you prefer, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
It looks like that's all the time we have for today. Huge thanks to Jayson Acevedo for coming in and showcasing his awesome talent. If you loved his performance, then make sure to vote at tinyurl.com/vote Creative Clash. He cannot win without your vote. And be sure to tune in for our next show on Monday, March 30th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to see more amazing Columbia students. Until then, I'm your host, Joshua Short. Thanks for watching.